Moody on the Move is presented by United Federal Credit Union. We get you.
Hi everybody, Pat Moody, and it's time for another Moody on the Move, thanks to our good friends at United Federal Credit Union. And we are today visiting Van's Medical Equipment, and we'll get a behind-the-scenes view of what's going on here and answer some of the questions that you may have about Van's Medical Equipment and this amazing resource that's been in Michigan's Great Southwest for more than 100 years. All right. Well, once again, folks, thanks for joining us for Moody on the Move. Today, we are at Van's Medical, and right now, Tim Van Antwerp, you walk me back through the last 100 years more. I mean, you've been around for a long time.
I look good for 100, don't I?
You do. You look awesome. But you know, the Van's Medical family, the Van Antwerp family, has been in this community for decades, for well over 100 years, and the company has been around for over 100 years. Talk a little bit about that and how a company like yours sustains over that long a period of time.
Well, my grandfather, L.E. Van Antwerp, had the Barnard drugstore. Before that, he had the Red Cross drugstore, and if you look back in Benton Harbor history, when the building burned down, it was a big event. My father bought Vans from his father. He bought Barnard drugstore, stayed in Benton Harbor, tried to buy the building. Actually, that didn't work, and so he bought the Visor building in St. Joe, and that's where the Vans Pharmacy is today. My brother and I bought the business from my parents. And at that point in time, we were in the old Toyota dealership building in Benton Harbor, Michigan. And do all sorts of changes, and we merged with the hospital, and we've changed up a couple times, but now we're here at 323 West Glenlord in St. Joe, Michigan.
There are so many options today, and you know, in this day and age, I mean, we've just come out of the holiday season a couple of months ago, and here's Amazon trucks up and down the road, FedEx trucks up and down the UPS, United Parcel, and yet you have the capability to provide 99% of that very competitively right here.
First of all, I love Amazon. It gives us a great base for our pricing. We have a policy in our store that we will not be undersold by Amazon. If we have it here in stock and you can find it on an Amazon store, we will sell it to you for that price if it's here in stock. That's not an issue. And when somebody needs a piece of medical equipment or something to keep them safe in their home, they probably need some advice and some experience to go with that. And we have that here. Our people are credentialed, they're certified, and a lot of people look for us for that. So yes, Amazon is competition, and I say Amazon generically for all of the people who ship to your home. But if you need the experience, if you need the service after the sale, if you need the warranty experience, that's why people come to Vans. And we service what we sell. So if you buy a lift chair or a scooter or something that needs some mechanical upkeep, we're your people.
So let's go back now to last year, and of course, unfortunately, it's continuing. The pandemic of 2020 has turned into 2021 now, and a rough time for virtually everybody, and yourself included, because people used to be able to come in and kind of wander through and cherry pick whatever. Now you're resorting to curbside service in many cases and things like that. So talk us through how you've dealt with the pandemic and what you had to deal with.
People say, what are you doing next week? And I say, I'll tell you next week. This pandemic has changed the way everybody does business so quickly. In the beginning of the pandemic, we shut down. We sent people home to work from home. It's been very successful for us. We actually have people that are still working from home that we will probably not bring back in. We found that some people can do their jobs better and more efficiently when they're not in the office environment. So that's been good, and I think a lot of businesses have discovered that. And the doors are open now. We do a lot of curbside service. You'll notice when you're outside, there's a lot of signage outside. You can pull up to Vans, you can call us on the number. You don't have to get out of your car. We've moved to contactless payment, so if people need to write a check or pay us, they don't need to come in to do that. We can do that electronically. We go into a home, expect to see our drivers with shoe covers on, with gloves on, with masks on. If we go into a home that's at risk, if you're sick, then you're likely to see the driver wearing a gown and goggles and maybe a face mask. So we're very good at what we do. We're very good at protecting our patients by wearing protective equipment. And we've been very successful during the pandemic by being who we are, true to our vendors, true to our patients. we know that for the next year, we're still going to be, anyways, I can't predict the future, but we suspect for the next year, we're still going to be wearing the protective gear. We're still going to be using contactless ways to communicate with people.
So Tim, we hear all the time, and we've talked about it here, about the people that hit the internet seemingly every day trying to find what they're in search of. And if people would reverse that process and try local first, figure out what, search for what you're looking for locally before you resort to, going out there. Because you have so many things right here.
Oh, Pat, that is so important to our community. People have to shop local if they expect us and everybody else to be here next year. They have to shop local. Please give us a try. All of the local businesses that are in our community, they need the support of our local community to do shopping there. We want that restaurant open. When they open back up, hopefully at the end of this month, we need to visit them. If you're getting takeout now, support those businesses. You got a small business that you've been doing business, don't go to the internet first, go to them first. It is so important that we support our own community if we want that business here a year from now.
So it's Vans Medical, and it is an outstanding resource right here in Michigan's Great Southwest. Tim Van Antwerp and the entire Van Antwerp family, thanks so much for your service over well over 100 years here, and we wish you nothing but the best going forward, and hopefully one of these days we won't have to wear these all the time, but it's still a very critical part of maintaining safety throughout our entire region. So thank you much, Tim. So folks, that's Moody on the Move for this month, and who knows where we'll be next month. We're going all around Southwest Michigan. Thanks to our good friends and our partners at United Federal Credit Union who make it possible for us to hit the road and share the stories of some amazing people that are our friends, our neighbors, and our business partners right here in Michigan's Great Southwest. And I would be remiss if I didn't recognize the guys behind the camera as well at the Little Red Fern. They do an outstanding job in bringing this final product to you on an everyday basis. Thank you.